Hello, we are at 233 7th Avenue. This is the door, nondescript. This is where the suites are. Okay, we're opening up the door and going in. As you enter, you'll see this is the waiting room. Very small little space, but adequate for whatever we need. This is the administrative area. Okay, small administrative area. In the back behind this administrative area is just a little file area here to put files, file case, okay? And this is just a storage closet here. We come in, we have a bathroom to the right, okay? And then here are the treatment rooms. So you got treatment room 1, none of them have doors on them, but they are very, very small. None of these treatment rooms could stand alone as far as anything, whether it be manual or artist machine. Every single one of these treatment rooms would have to be expanded or walls knocked down, or if you couldn't expand it, this would probably, this one right here would probably only be good for a post-op room. Okay. Again, here's another treatment room on this side. Same thing. Treatment room is very, very small. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 by 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10, but not a full 10 because you've got this strange little, you've got this part of the wall, then it comes in over here, and then this is really the only usable space, and this whole area has a sink. So if I back out, you could see it's not really a full usable 10 by 10 area. Okay, so now these walls, in order to knock down the walls and combine the two, you see up here, I don't know if I'm going to turn this and see if you can see that there is a grid along the way for these walls. So all of this would have to be kind of knocked down and changed, and apparently some kind of electrical is up in these walls. So now you have this little adjacent lab area, which is a cute area by itself, but again, it then buddies onto this treatment room, which again is not large enough for anything. It's about 10 by 8, maybe 10 by 8, but just very small, very tiny. We have another one right here. And then again, we have another one adjacent here. So at the very minimum, we could maybe knock down the wall between this one and this one, making it large. And then here, here and here, probably you wouldn't want to knock this down because this is where your existing lab is and more lab space in there. So you'd want to keep those. So maybe that would be a post-op room and this would be a post-op room. But then you would have this, and this is not a usable room either on its own standalone, and there's no wall to knock down because there's nothing on the other side. So the most that I can see us getting out of this space as far as treatment rooms go, if we were to knock walls down, and don't forget there's electric in these walls. So if we were to knock these walls down, would be maybe one large artist room, or maybe we can knock the walls down and divide it up into two artist rooms, and then we would have a smaller post-op room here and a post-op room here. Okay, now as far as the adjacent room goes next door, I'm going to take you out and walk along side. So we're coming out and we're going to the next room, which we're walking along this wall here, and this is the back of the behind the administrative desk. Now we're coming into this space, which is which is, again, this would be, I guess, you would have to figure out a way if we were knocking this down, because when we come in right here is kind of behind the administrative desk from the other space. So it would have to kind of be redesigned, so that whole back space would have to change and be redesigned. And then again, we have rooms here. This could be a treatment room, but again, it would have to have plumbing added to it because it doesn't have plumbing. And this room too, these are nicer size rooms, but these are not medically equipped rooms. These are office/consult spaces, the same as this over here, which is probably these are decent size rooms, unless we switched it and made all of this whole space the treatment space, and the other space the consult space. But if we did that, there is like a little kitchen here that could suffice as a lab. If we did that, I'm not sure how much it would cost, and this is just a closet, how much it would cost to get plumbing in all these rooms and adequate electric. So that's what we're looking at now. So think about, I would say that the best way to manage it would be to flip-flop in and make this the treatment rooms and the other side the consult, office, and administrative rooms. So that's what we have. Okay, thanks, bye.